founding member of the People's Democratic Party, Jerry Ghana, says is leading a search on behalf of the party for an ideal candidate for the 2027 presidential election. Speaking on Arise News' primetime program on Wednesday, Ghana, who was Nigeria's Minister of Information and Culture, is sure that no one can stand any chance with Peter Obi, Labour Party's presidential candidate during the 2023 elections. He said that deliberate and targeted steps have been taken to usher Obi back to PDP. He said the PDP's platform is now so good, fascinating and real that some potential opponents might choose to remain silent rather than challenge it in the 2027 presidential election. Well, I'm now being joined for a conversation around all of that by Jacob Mark, former National Legal Advisor of the People's Democratic Party. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, considering the current state of the PDP at the moment, some analysts are wondering why Peter Obi would want to return to the party. Why is he suddenly worthy of being the PDP's presidential candidate when he was denied the same opportunity when the PDP was still thriving as a political party?
Well, first of all, I am not sure anyone denied Peter Obi the ticket when he was interested. 2023, for instance, he left before the primaries of the PDP to form or to join the Labour Party. He left the PDP. And so he was not denied. He had a right of choice and he elected to go to Labour Party. Now, currently, while so many people may be of the opinion that he can come back to the PDP, I think the decision is entirely his. And I'm also not sure that the PDP as a party has sat down to say that he should come back and take the ticket of the party. These are generally personal opinions that are built sometimes on very cogent reasons. There is no doubt that Peter Obi, following his showing in 2023, is a brand that any political party would like to host. The same way, there is no doubt that the PDP has been a brand. So if two likable brands come together, it is easy to predict the result. But I don't think we have gotten there yet where the party, the PDP, has taken a decision to say it has to be Peter Obi or it must be Peter Obi. He's a very fine brand. Many people believe in him and are following him. So it's not difficult to say, yes, if he comes to PDP, it could be a good sell to the electorate. Besides, elections are supposed to be a litmus test of what the generality of the people want. And so if there is a candidate anywhere who is sellable, it won't be wrong for any political party to woo such a candidate to fly its ticket. And it should be like that. There is no reason why in Nigeria candidates should be in charge of political parties and then pick the tickets at will, just when they want and how they want it. The political parties should also be seen to be looking for candidates that will fly their flag. For me, that is the position currently. Elections, 2027 is still 2 years away. And I'm sure there are many, many candidates that will show up very soon.
Now, you talked about two likable brands coming together, which in your opinion is the ideal. But according to ADC spokesman Bolaji Abdullahi, he says the jugular of the PDP is in the hands of the ruling party, and Peter Obi, more than anyone else, would know that he cannot take the risk of going back to the PDP. I'd like you to react to this.
Well, for me, people that are used to jumping from one party to the other do not deserve a response. Bolaji Abdullahi is one who has been jumping from one political party to the other, depending on who will give him appointment. He was a minister, he was this and that, under different platforms. So these are the kind of politicians I don't really bother myself about, because they are seekers of office. They are not ideal people who should determine political discussion. Their major brand or their major concern is how to grab power, how to get office. And I don't have a lot of respect for them, but that is their style. Maybe Nigeria makes it possible for people to jump. They are here in the morning, by evening tomorrow they are somewhere else, depending on where they think their transactions will bear fruit. I don't believe that transactional politicians should have the right of determining where people go or what people do. Peter Obi is a matured politician who knows exactly what he's carrying. If he wants to go and join ADC, that's his business. Some people close to me are very close to Peter Obi, but I know that some have seen that the ADC will never give its ticket to Peter Obi, because they have their own agenda. And it will unveil itself very soon. Peter Obi can only deceive himself if he thinks that these people mean well for him. We know some of them. We know what they are doing. We know exactly the game plan they have on ground. It is not for Peter Obi, but he can go ahead and try it. We are not ones that will say he should not try his hand on anything, but certainly this coalition, the way it is not his baby, and he doesn't have a say as to how the baby is going to be given birth to. He's just a participant, and they need him for legitimacy. Take out Peter Obi from ADC, who will look at them? Who will even discuss ADC if Peter Obi is out? So when people come out to say that the jugular of PDP is in somebody's hands, after they have gone out of the stadium, how do they know what is going on inside the stadium? You are not a player in the team. You don't know what is happening within the ranks of the PDP. But you stand outside and you want to run commentary on what is going on with the PDP. Nobody should take them serious. They are free to banter words with those who have time for them. But some of us are more engaged in constructive, very deep discussions and thinking about the future of Nigeria. I will not leave the PDP to go and join ADC. For what? So that I grab office? No. There must be something different. And if at all anybody is putting forward a platform, it should be a platform that has a combination of personalities that have the Nigerian people at heart. Not office grabbers and people who just want power for having its sake. We know the antecedents, most of them. We know where they are coming from. We have seen them in office. We know what they have done with the offices they have held. Nigerians cannot be deceived.
Now, Mr. Mark, some people would argue that the PDP also did not mean well for Peter Obi when it threw the presidential race open in the last election instead of respecting the zoning arrangement. So some analysts also believe that what the PDP is doing now is trying to use Peter Obi, to gain legitimacy, just like you said the ADC is trying to do.
No, the people who made Peter Obi to leave the PDP in 2023 are the same people that have gone back to form the ADC. Who was the PDP candidate in 2023? Was it not Atiku? Was he not the one that refused to allow the ticket to go to the South? He refused. He was ready to throw away the chances of the PDP and insisted on running, even when all popular opinion was that the ticket should be zoned to the South. Even when governors under the PDP, 5 of them, threatened to leave the party, Atiku Abubakar threw that to the wind and still clinged to the office, to the ticket, and took it. So if Peter Obi is protesting or is unhappy with PDP, it is strange that he's joining forces with the people who made his emergence in 2023, that he's joining hands with them. How can he be guaranteed anything when the people who frustrated his ambition in 2023 are the owners of the coalition? How safe is he there? And that's why I say, well, he can continue to try, but we also have information and knowledge as to what the coalition stands for. And he is not the target and the baby of the coalition.
Now,
circumstances will prove themselves very soon.
Definitely. Now, if you say that the PDP is, that the juggle of the PDP is not in the hands of the APC, a lot of political observers believe it is in the hands of Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister who is serving in an APC government. So I'm wondering if the FCT minister is on board with Peter Obi's return to the PDP, and will he back his candidacy if he does return, or do we expect another sabotage?
For me, I don't discuss Nyesom Wike as a member of the PDP, because in the last 1 year or more, he has not attended any PDP meeting. And when I hear people say he's in charge or he's in control of PDP, I really get worried because it appears we are very lazy in terms of investigation. I am in Kaduna today because we had a state caucus meeting where we are preparing for our by-elections in one of the federal constituencies. And the entire structure of the PDP is here. Nobody is aware of whatever Wike is doing in Abuja. We are concerned about our party, and we are running it independent of the national, without discussing who is feeding anybody. Wike has in fact, I can say zero influence in Kaduna State as far as the PDP is concerned. So when people talk about Wike running PDP or PDP being in his hands, I wonder what they really mean. Is it because he has friends in the National Working Committee? Is it because some people have sold their conscience and are doing things that he wants at the national level or in Abuja? Wike's powers or control are being exaggerated. And with due respect to him, I'm not sure he also understands that he is limited in whatever they are ascribing to him. He does not control the PDP. And with the efforts that the founders of the PDP have put in the last 2 months, we can say with all honesty that the PDP is being regrouped and refocused to look at the issues and be the opposition party that Nigeria is looking for. And given the opportunity, in the next few months, when we properly re-strategize and refocus, Nigerians will see a more vibrant political party. Honestly, we are so happy. Personally, I'm so happy that some of the people who have left the PDP have left the PDP. But because they were just a problem. Most of them that have left, they were the problem that the PDP had. Out of selfishness, most of them were just interested in making sure that everything is either done their way or it's broke. And so their departure is a welcome development, because whether you like it or not, the moment you step aside, other people take your position. And that is growth. I love progression. I love the fact that people are no longer standing still and blocking every other person from making progress. We have been in this party from beginning. Some of us could not grow beyond what we are because some people refuse to move. People refuse to retire. Why is there retirement in the civil service? It's because you have to go so that other people can come up. So the departure of some people has given way for many other people to grow. We need to see the emergence of new crop of people, not a recycling of people who ought to be elders who are still wearing the jersey to play in a football match. It should not be encouraged. So for me, Wike is a hardworking person in his own right. If he says he's a member of the PDP, that's his cup of tea. But we don't see him. I'm a member of NEC. He has not attended NEC in the last 1 year. We are involved in many things. The PDP has done many things. He has never participated and does not contribute to anything PDP is doing. In fact, he has boasted that he has supported opponents of the PDP in several states to make sure the PDP fails. So what kind of member of the party is that? In Abuja, maybe they have a problem with him or they have a relationship with him. But we don't know him in my state and the several states in the country. Go to Plateau, go to Benue, go to any other state. Wike is unknown. But the people in Abuja, probably they keep going to his guest house, as he keeps saying that they had a meeting in this guest house and that guest house, and they keep holding meetings. Maybe that is what gives him legitimacy to claim membership of the party. I don't begrudge him, but that carelessness must remain at the limit where it is. It is at that national secretariat where people are relating with him and giving him comfort to do whatever he is doing. But I can tell you that the PDP is being refocused and he will not have the opportunity to do all those things he has been doing. We are having a proposed convention. Once that convention holds, some of these things, you won't hear about them again.
So speaking hypothetically, would Peter Obi's return to the PDP help resolve the party's internal crisis and unite the party, or do you think it will create new tension and conflict?
For me, Peter Obi can return to PDP, but that is his choice. And it is not premium. His coming to PDP is not a premium desire or ambition. If he comes, he will be welcome. If other people who have left also come, they will be welcome. PDP has always welcomed back people who left. But I'm not sure there is any united decision to beg or conjure and get Peter Obi to come back to PDP. No, that was just an expression of hope that if he wants, he can come back to the PDP. It may be his best chance, actually, at getting a shot on the presidency. It could be. But nobody has made it a primary target to say go all out, let all party members go out and get Peter Obi to come back to PDP. I'm not sure it's one of our agenda. We should be interested in reorganizing the party in such a way that it takes its position as an opposition party. It begins to play its role and strengthens itself at the national level particularly. Let all these wranglings at the national level end because the states are intact. We have 37 state chairmen, unlike other political parties that have only one national chairman and no state chairman. We have ESCOs in all the states. We have executives in all the local governments of this country. We have executives in all the wards of the country. That is a very big machine that any politician should be interested in holding. So it's not the party that should be cajoling or making someone to come. No, it is the candidate that wants to win election that should look at what is available in the PDP and desire to take it. Probably those who say Peter Obi should come forth and join the PDP, rejoin the PDP, are seeing him as taking an advantage of a machine that could give him what he's looking for. But it's not as if this is the agenda of the PDP. I don't think so. The PDP is open to all comers and is welcoming members. Some that walked away and went to the coalition, they are back and they have been welcomed. The last meeting we had saw a return of so many of them. And you could hear the former governor of Jigawa, the former governor of Niger State, all of them initially went to the coalition, but they are back. So it's okay for people to express opinion. Maybe Peter Obi is one of those that will see the light and come back and take the big brand that is available. It is a choice. But certainly this is not like an agenda that the party has set for itself to get Peter Obi to come and take the ticket. No, that is not part of the agenda. All
right, thank you for that clarification. Before I let you go, apart from reaching out to Peter Obi, yes, like some members of your party have suggested, what other measures are being taken to re-strategize for the 2027 election?
Just like I said, you can see that the founding fathers have met. All organs of the PDP are being restructured in such a way that we start playing our roles. The NEC begins to, you can just imagine that in the last 2-3 months, we have had 3 NEC meetings. Unlike what occurred after the election, we had over a year, there was no single NEC meeting. And that is the highest decision-making body besides the National Convention. So that the organs of the party are beginning to play their role is something that is positive. And then members are being encouraged to go back to their wards, go back to your local governments and your states, and make sure that the organs of the party at that level are strengthened and restructured in such a way that they are alive. And I'm telling you, like I said, I'm in my state. We came for a meeting to prepare for the next coming election on the 16th of August. We want to win that election. And from all indications, the stakeholders, the community leaders, women, by the way, we have a woman contesting the House of Reps in the constituency where the election is going to take place. And you can imagine the turnout at the meeting today. It was marvelous. So we look forward to better days, and we look forward to a situation where we have a leadership that is not at the beck and call of any individual. And that is why that convention is very important, so that the party can put in place a leadership at the national level that will replicate what we have in the various states.
Former PDP National Legal Advisor Jacob Mark, thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.